Jungle.
My first key was when I purchased my first home.
My first key was when I moved into my first apartment and I got my dog for the first time.
My first key was in Wyandanch, New York. It was a home on an acre of land. It belonged to my grandmother.
My first key was when I bought my own house. That was in Puerto Rico, actually.
And my first key was when I moved to Georgia from Florida. I got my own place and I'm super excited.
Getting into my townhouse and not having to be in with the roommates, so it was awesome.
Just a small little bachelor pad, but it was mine.
When I moved out from my grandmother's, when I got married.
I received my first apartment back in April of this year, so it felt like home because I was away from it.
Mowing the yard really made me feel the difference between an apartment and a home.
It was special to me because I was finally out of the dorms and I was in my own home for the first time.
My first key was my home I live in here in Georgia. It's the first one that we've lived in for a long time and made it truly our own.
My first key was when I purchased my first home almost 4 years ago. Yay!
My house that I bought in Jacksonville, Florida. My husband and I lived there for 10 years, and that's the house that we brought our son home to.
My first key was moving to Atlanta away from all of my relatives, all of my friends, anything I'd known.
When I moved out of my parents' house at 19.
Graduated from college, moved out with my best friend. We never cleaned up. It was pigsty. I was stupid, 22-year-old, but it was my first home that I ever paid for on my own.
And it really became a home when I brought my son home for the first time. That's when it felt like my first home.
My first key is my mom's house. I'm working on it.